Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I welcome you all to the very, very important and auspicious occasion of awarding the leaders. I am so fortunate to have so many galaxy of stars here this morning. Leaders are stars. As the stars show the way, similarly, the leaders show the way to others. It is said the leaders are those who know the way, who show the way, who go the way. How many of you agree with the sequence? Like leader is the one who knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way. So how many of you agree with the sequence of these three? Or do you need any change in the sequence? Who knows the way, who shows the way, who goes the way? Rihanna is in agreement fully. What about others?
No, I'm not in 100% agreement. He may not know the way fully, but he has the courage to find the way.
Okay, thank you very much. He may not be knowing the way fully, but he has courage to show the way. Now, any other change you need in this sequence? Who knows the way, who goes the way, who shows the way and goes the way?
Have to have courage and enthusiasm.
Okay, that's really good.
Enthusiasm is so important for anything.
But I think you are fully in agreement with the sequence. Knows the way, shows the way, and goes the way.
You have to be a masterpiece first, then shows the way, goes the way, whatever you are saying is true. But you have to make yourself is a masterpiece, your character or your work, whatever you are doing.
To me, I think a little bit change in the sequence is needed. Like this is my personal opinion. You may agree and you may not agree. That who knows the way is fine. Naturally, ignorant person cannot do anything, cannot be a leader. So he knows the way is perfectly all right. Now, he shows the way. Before showing the way, he has to goes the way. So that's what I'm thinking, that first it should be that he knows the way, he goes the way, and then shows the way by walking on that path, by treading the challenging path of leadership. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your inputs on this. You all are leaders here, and I'm happy to welcome each one of you here. So this program is organized by Lead or Led By. These are the galaxies who are going to share their valuable experience of life, especially my style of leadership, how you became a leader. What was the turning point in your life? Was there any dramatic change in your life and that you have taken up this role, or it was accidental? These are the aspects we are looking forward to listen to each one of you present here, because each one of you are not only a person, you have an institution in yourself, and your insights are going to enlighten the path of many, many people, those who are here with us in the Zoom, and also those who are watching live and who will be watching later on. So my dear friends, my dear leaders, the global inspirers, keeping in mind that you are the precious jewels, you are the ones who are not only doing for yourself, but you are doing for the others. This program is a small tribute, a small gift, a small token of appreciation for you all who have courage, who have taken courage to move out of their comfort zone and reach to the people. So thank you very much for taking the leadership role, and thank you very much for being here, and congratulations on achieving the Global Outstanding Leaders Award. These leaders are going to be in the ebook of Global Leaders 2022. Your contributions will be highlighted there by Lead and Led By, and this is an initiative by Edufam International Academy. And all these leaders' contributions are going to be highlighted in a talk show with the name Leaders Speak on JAHAN-E, an educational YouTube channel. And I request each one of you to kindly give me your convenient time so that the channel's host will be available for you to interview you. Why this arrangement we have made? Because now today, during 5 minutes of time, it is not justification of your contributions, whatever you have done so far. It is marvelous. It's outstanding. And how we can sum up only just in 5 minutes? It's not going to be justice if we do so. So that's why on JAHAN-E, you will be interviewed for half an hour, where you are going to highlight all your contributions and all your services to the mankind and to the society. Edufam International Academy has a motto that learning and growing together. We have an educational family. That's what the name suggests. Edufam means educational family, and it is international family. Today you will find in this gathering that people are from Singapore, Malaysia, Kuwait, India, and USA, UK. So we have global community. That's what Edufam International believes in. And this is an initiative to create the leaders, because there was a time when people used to say that leaders are born, but now the leadership skills are developed and leaders are created. We provide leadership training programs, mentoring programs, public speaking programs, and personal skills development programs. And the star program of Edufam International is Leadership Challenge. That is 1 month leadership challenge, where the people join this challenge and they challenge themselves to be to enhancing their capacity and to do the things beyond their limitations. And at the end of this 1 month, they realize that how much potential they have never tried it out. You know, there are many talents, many potentials that's still hidden in us, and we don't find time to discover ourselves. We are so busy into so many engagements, and that's why this program is for 1 month, where we all are going to challenge ourselves, and there no one is mentor and no one is mentee. Everybody is mentor and everybody is mentee, and we all try our level best to challenge ourselves to maximize our potentials. This is our star program, and today we are going to inaugurate the fourth batch of leadership challenge. For 1 month, they will be kept in the lead house. This is virtual lead house, where they will be staying for 1 month, and their day in this lead house is going to be little different than the usual day. In this lead house, their morning starts with positive affirmations at 6:30. And then once they start their morning with daily affirmations, positivity, then throughout the day, they stay positive, and then they will be getting a challenge each day. So 30 days means 30 challenges they will be getting. And by 9 p.m. in the evening, they have to submit their completion of challenge with their reflections, so how it has helped them and how was their experiences while doing this challenge. So this is the format of this challenge. What is the highlight of this leadership challenge course? That we always believe in a small group, so that personalized attentions can be given to each one of the participants. We give them international exposure, and we give them 30 leadership skills, because every day's challenge is based on one of the leadership skills. So 30 leadership skills they develop, 4 master classes on Sundays, and they get the opportunity to have global networking. They have the opportunity to develop their team building capacity and group activities. Now, after getting the popularity of this leadership challenge, the school students and college students have requested us to start a program for them as well. And now we are initiating leadership challenge for school and college students as well during their summer vacation. So we are going to have 3 batches, one in the month of May, second in June, and third in July, because these 3 months are summer break in different states of India and even abroad, even in Gulf. So that's why we have taken this initiative. So my dear friends, if you want to join us today, our email ID is here. You are most welcome. You can join this initiative of creating leaders. And we are already happy and delighted to announce the people who are with us. So the people who are with us, first of all, I'm grateful to Dr. Ram, is the head of ACE International, managing director of ACE International. He is with us. And I'm grateful to Mr. Colonel Shobit ji, because he is the head of Life Skills Nest. Life Skills Nest is with us. Then I am grateful to Alka ma'am, who is the Managing Director of Hope and Care Center. I'm grateful to Rahul Patki, who has come along with us with his mission of Grow Rich. And then I'm grateful to Rihanna, who is the coach, and with her coaching is the 7 steps coach. She's 7 steps coach. And then I'm grateful of GEST, Global Entrepreneurship Skills Training. And all these are with us. Even in this leadership course, you will find them being with us. Thank you very much. This was small introduction of Edufam International. Thank you very much for joining us this morning. And you all must be waiting for the stars to throw some light on their own lives, on their own experiences. So let me invite the first speaker this morning, Mahendrian Praswamy. Mr. Mahendrian, over to you, please.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are very much audible.
Yeah, wonderful. So this is Mahendran Periyasamy from Washington, D.C. It's been a great privilege being here, especially among leaders, among international leaders. We all are here to make the world better and brighter. I would like to just share about the 3V triangle. Basically, we all bring some value to this world, and we all are completely valuable, and we are the value creators, and through the value, we also create a better world, valuable people around us. The creator created you to create something, and we all are the creators. And how we can really make the world better, brighter, is all up to us. We all bring our own the uniqueness as the gift to the world. And that is the gift, what we receive, what we offer to the world. And I would like to share a very quick analogy. It's about I, you, we, and the world. So improvement always starts with I. Innovation always starts with I. The increment starts with I. Interest starts with I. Impact starts with I. Income also starts with I. Not just the letter I, but the individual. The same way, 1 + 1 is always greater than 2. And especially when it comes to the teamwork, just an analogy among the analogy, yes. One human body takes at least 100+ trillions of cells to work together. It's lots of system of subsystems are inbuilt within us. And how we really make ourselves by contributing to each and every cell. It's like those are really working for us 24/7. Doesn't matter, doesn't expect for us to ignite, hey, hot, you start working. No, stop working right now. No, we don't say that. And the same way, the teamwork together, everyone achieves the magic. The magical response comes through the synergy. So the first point is the kind of energy, the individual's energy comes together as the synergy, and through the synergy, we create the better value. The word you, I see it as an acronym. It's like your opportunities are unlimited, completely unlimited. Opportunity is not something which we knock at the door and then get it, but the opportunity is what we create through our own individual strengths. And through that strength, when we continue strengthening our strengths and weakening our weakness, automatically we are the value creators. And many times our presence can be the present by completely experiencing the present moment. And the moment is always, very, very precious. And with that, the other analogy is the I, you, we, and the world. And that is our, most happening place where through our unique presence and through our impactful efforts, being the value creators, we are, and even one person at a time, we can always create the better value and a better person, better human being to this world. And we are not just responsible for the human beings alone, and we live in a kind of sustainable environment. We need to really care the world, The Earth alone is almost 4.5 billion years old. That means we inherit all the various generations by generations, not just for the human generations, but even the the overall generations of the Earth. And we are in between our past generation and the future generation, being the bridge. And it's so very important that we need to take the 100% ownership, commitment, and the responsibility to inherit, as well as to pass on the values and heritage to the next generation. So this is Mahendran Periyasamy. I don't know how many minutes I still have. I'm on a vacation, the sprint vacation, but I'm so glad, and it's such a great privilege to be part of this international leaders. And just a few pointers, if I could just conclude with. I'm born from a very simple, humble village. It's called Sirumaradur in Tiruchirappalli of Tamil Nadu. And so I've worked in multiple countries, including United States is where I am here, and I worked in UK and Canada, Malaysia. I've visited a number of various assignments. And if a person from a farming background, I used to say that Abraham Lincoln and myself are from the same family, farming family. And if a person like Mahendran can do it, anybody can do it. And the success is in abundance, and the abundance is already created. And what the human being have created is the limitations. The more and more we identify our own inner limitations, and if we know how to get out of our inner limitation, knowing our real worth and real power, and we can definitely be the unique gift to the world. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you very much. It was wonderful. The pearls of wisdom was really marvelous. Thank you very much for being this morning. And now, ladies and gentlemen, there is a slight change in the program agenda. With your permission, may I invite Oscar, madam?
Dr. Halima?
Yes.
Yeah, I am available.
I know, but Miss Gausia is already in USA and it is 11:30.
Okay.
So I request you all, if you can allow me to invite Miss Gausia first, because she has to get up again for Sehri after 2-3 hours. So Miss Gausia, I'm not going to trouble you much. Please go ahead and share your experiences of leadership. Your time is 5 minutes. Thank you very much.
So much. Thank you kindly. That's so nice of you that you're thinking about my seher. That's wonderful. But I love to hear everyone. And I see lots of, legendary people are here. So I love to. But thank you very much for giving me a chance to speak first. And first of all, I would say, Dr. Halima, Sadia, for your kind introduction. And I am overwhelmed with gratitude to have been selected to receive the Best Leader Award. But thank you so much for everything. And I see your work is so appreciable, but this is my third time I'm with you. And I'd say honored to be with you in the, recognized in this way by the organization, but many hours went in this work. I try to keep my heritage, my language, my traditions. I have been working a long time. I've been living here 40 years, but it still looks like it's just a new day every day, because there are new experiences. Every day is a new day. And a lot of new experiences, I've learned everything. And I would say, last but not least, thank you so much for led by organization for offering this kind of recognition to the people, to encourage them. Actually, work is my reward, work my award. I keep myself quiet. I don't advertise myself, but I always do something over here. But still, I hope that the recognition of my work in the US can serve as an inspiration to others in the field, like helping each other, so taking care of senior citizens, Loneliness is the biggest task over here, biggest problem here. People are so lonely. We don't have people like India or Pakistan or the other countries. There's so many people. We have very much loneliness. And after the people get retired, they always try to talk to someone. So usually I go to nursing homes and talk to them, and they're so happy that someone is here who are talking. They don't need anything, but they just need to share their feelings and talk. And I will keep continuing my efforts to preserve, maintain my heritage, my language, and traditions, and look forward to seeing future generations. That's the main cause of our work, that we have to preserve this for new generation, continue this preservation for many years to come. That's what my plan is. And I'm humble and appreciative. And I would like to say, I'm not going to take very long time, but I would like to end with a quote of Mahatma Gandhi, that Mahatma Gandhi said, I always remember, first of all, my motto is where there is a will, there is a way. I always work for that. I never said, no, I cannot give, and never give up for anything. If I like to do something good for others, that's my motto. That's my life here. And I try to do it in my life, as I said, like Mahatma Gandhi said, you must not lose faith in humanity. You must not lose your faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. I love that. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drop of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Isn't that truth? And I always try to. This is a big community here, Chicago or any Los Angeles. You go in US, I'm talking about, and life is so different. I came from India, Hyderabad, but my life was so different. When I came over here, it was total different universe for me, in other words. So lifestyle is different. People, everything is, basically, it's a different experience, but we thought we have to live over here. We have to learn, we have to merge ourselves into this community and all. People are very nice here. I'm not complaining about anything, not the Desi people. I'm talking about Americans. They're very nice. They're very humble, but they have their own projects of their life, and they do not mix up with them, and they don't disturb with us. But I would say life is given by God. There is a purpose. There is a purpose of our life. You got to do something better for humanity. That's what I always think, like that. And सच्चाई और अच्छाई की तलाश में हमेशा रहना चाहिए. अगर वो खुद में है तो दूसरों में भी मिलेगी. Or always think positive. That's what my motto. And I never thought that यहाँ तो it's so different life, but it's still, I feel like this is a very good place to promote ourselves or do some humanitarian work or anything is possible. They never stop us. They never say, don't talk your language and this and that, but we never did. I mean, language or anything over here, it's so easy, but it's still very hard to go in Angrezi Zameen mein apni sari cheezein dalna, because life is with English here, but it's still we try to give them, try to introduce them what we came from. Our heritage, our language is so important to us, and we are still working on it and have been doing. And I'm very passionate for this, and I have so many problems, but still I like to do whatever I'm doing. And so many people are here, which they think this is, don't do anything, do your, mind your own business. That's true. Everybody is having their own problems, but it's better to work for others. हर कोई अपने लिए जीता है, पर दूसरों के लिए जीना, दूसरों के लिए कुछ करना, ये बहुत बड़ी बात है. और अपनी जिंदगी को इस दरख्त की तरह बनाना चाहिए जो तन्हा खड़े होकर भी सूरज की तपिश बर्दाश्त करता है, लेकिन अपने दामन में आने वाले को सुकून बख्शता है. This is my motto. I hope everybody will understand this, what I'm saying. And that सबके एक जैसे हैं मगर हौसले अलग अलग होते हैं. कोई बिखर कर मुस्कुराता है तो कोई मुस्कुरा कर बिखर जाता है. और इल्म एजुकेशन इज सो इम्पोर्टेंट फॉर एनीवन. एंड एक शेर पर मैं अपनी बात खत्म करना चाहूंगी. बारे दुनिया में रहो गमज़दा या शाद रहो, बारे दुनिया में रहो गमज़दा या शाद रहो, ऐसा कुछ करके चलो यहाँ के बहुत याद रहो. Thank you so much for having me, and it's a great pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your motivating words. And your, I think life's tree is worth listening. Sometimes when we get the opportunity to interview you or anyone, I think that your story is going to motivate millions. So since madam is going to leave this meeting due to her time difference, I feel proud and privileged.
Stay here a few minutes. Let's stay here. I'll stay here.
I would like to present this award of Outstanding Leadership Achievement Award to Madam Ghasia Sultana Ghayasuddin. She has done her master's in literature, and she is a passionate adiba, a poetess, and she has organized more than thousands of programs, literary programs on stage. And she is the honorary member of many literary clubs, many literary organizations, and she has anchored many musical performances. And she is the Chief Executive Officer of two organizations, Anjuman-e-Ilm-o Adab and the South Asian Cultural Society of Chicago, USA. And the purpose of the organization is to preserve the heritage and culture in the foreign land. Congratulations, Madam Ghasia Sultana Ghayasuddin. Thank you very much for accepting this award.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is none other than our own Dr. B. Ramanathan. Dr. B. Ramanathan doesn't need any introduction for at least this gathering that is here this morning. Yes, Mr. Ramanathan, over to you, please.
Good morning, all. It is very happy and privilege and my honor to receive the recognition for my contributions. I have been associated with Dr. Halima Sadia for a year, more than a year. Really wonderful to see her way of transformation, that taking the leadership role as a woman, as a human, and as a well-being concerned person. I would like to say a few words about the leader and leadership. I could learn from Dr. Halima as well because of her ability to make the people for their dreaming, for their goal sets to achieve. She's also guiding and she's also coaching. She's also mentoring many people who wanted to transform their life from the scratch to make the humble as well as fable kind of atmospheres. Here, I am very happy to see many eminent personalities, though I am very small in front of them because of their greatness, their ability, and they have contributed and done very great and admirable works. I can say a number of people for that, but it will take more time. Really, I am learning on every day by way of getting and mingling with each other. I could see the values, I could see the merits, I could see the helping tendencies of various people who are gathering here, who are making themselves to live with a meaningful life. That is the lesson for us. Many eminent people, they are creating the values and they are providing the opportunities for us to uplift and upscale in their lifespan. Myself also, I am doing little bit for that, not with so many things like other people who have already created the venue and the values for bringing the success and sustainability criteria for many people. What it means lead? Lead is for leading. Leading means it is the kind of opportunity for the leadership who are willing to contribute with their timeless and the concern about the society, about the people who can able to transform their lives and catch over the goal sets by the way of succeeding and creating the value for sharing with the community. We are planning many things, but we could not able to achieve all those plans. But there are people who are doing a small steps ahead, also making the meaningful transformation for each other. That is the condition of leadership. They are very much helpful. They are very much encouraging. They are giving their exploration to the global concern. Even though the people who are doing the great thing for the local manner or regional manner, it could be a kind of support for the global sake. So wherever they are, however they are willing to spend their valuable time. They are willing to spend their commitments and contributions towards the transformation for the people in the community. So we can handhold ourselves for making the change, what we wanted to see, not only with our personal values, also for the global scenario. So that is the way we can able to make the global condition is fitting for us and making the real value for each and every human who wanted to aspirate towards that. Sustainability is the biggest challenge because just now we ended up with the COVID-19 pandemic, but still the alarming is there, the threatening is there. So we have to be prepared for any risk or any challenge, turn into opportunities for us. When we are brave, when we are courageous, we can able to change the challenge into opportunities. So I would like to request the fellow colleagues who are also going to receive the leadership for their leadership to be correctly recognized by Dr. Halima Saadia for bagging up with this Best Leader Award. So I would like to take a small step ahead as a leader. Now onwards, I will make myself to prove for this kind of recognition. The people are having the belief on me. So I would like to make myself to fit for it. That is the way my life is getting meaningful. And I would make some possible things to create the legacy behind me. So thank you so much for Dr. Halima to create this wonderful platform and bringing all the eminent personalities to come and handhold together for helping the people all around the world. Thank you so much and congratulations to all the award winners. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. B. Ramanathan. And in fact, this is not a promise of yours to yourself. This is a promise of each one of us present here, that we have greater responsibilities on our shoulders. And we are promising ourselves to prove it that yes, we are the leaders, not equal to those like Martin Luther King or Abraham Lincoln or Mahatma Gandhi or Nelson Mandela. But we will try our level best, whatever we can do in a small way, to contribute for the people, for the society, for the community, and for the global world. Thank you very much, Dr. Ram, for sharing such valuable insights. Thank you.
Thank you.
And next, our speaker is Mr. Hari Krishnan Muthuswamy, who is the founder and managing director of International Business and who is the management consultant. I request Mr. Hari Krishnan Muthuswamy to kindly present his thoughts and his leadership style. I couldn't find him here among us. So let me invite the next speaker. Dr. MC Pichai is our next speaker, who is DJN DBA LLB from London, and he is a passionate leader. I request Mr. Pichai to kindly present his valuable thoughts on his leadership style. Mr. Pichai, over to you. May I request Mr. Pichai to kindly unmute yourself? Ladies,
Hello,
yes, hello.
can you
Actually,
hear me?
yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, but there's no what you call video.
Your
Because,
video is not visible to us.
hello,
Please just start your video. Sir, please start your video.
yeah, restarted. What? I find it, why it's not open.
Sure, sir, you can go ahead with your voice. You are
Hello?
audible. We are listening.
Okay, okay. In fact, I cannot. I'm trying my best to on the video, but cannot get in, and I don't know why. Anyway, very good afternoon to all of you, and it's a great pleasure and my highest appreciation to Halima Saida for bringing us together at this auspicious moment. As we leaders, we are sharing our views and what you call the visions with everyone here. And I saw the last few speakers, especially Dr. Ramanathan, very inspiring and optimistic speech. As Malaysia, by profession, I'm a corporate lawyer, a legal consultant for corporate companies, and they're also the business ambassador for India-Malaysia Global Commerce Federation WhatsApp group. And I'm here to build a vision for the business community whereby they can participate by connecting each other from India, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and Asian countries, as well as global. So it's not an easy task, but I'm doing my best to see that how we can develop this. And lately I had a word with Dr. Ramanathan, and we have teamed up together, merged together to do more activities. When you talk about leaders, leaders are not born. They are groomed. They are brought up. The way they lead, the way they present themselves, the world will pronounce us as leaders. So what I believe here is leaders need to have leadership qualities. They must promote creativity. They must inspire their thoughts with others. And the common attitude is humility, be patient, and always be humble towards your subordinates. Never show that you are a great leader on earth and be arrogant about yourself. My concept here is I wish to lead by example and learn from others. As the people say, there's a proverb that say wise men learn from others and fools learn through their own experiences. And as you know, knowledge is an ocean, life is a journey. And by sharing a lot of ideas from today's group, I think we lead by example. And it's a great honor to Dr. Halima Sadia for awarding me with the Global Leadership, Outstanding Leadership Award. And I thank you very much for taking this precious time to give me an opportunity to express my views. Thank you, Dr. Halima, and thank you to all participants. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir. And it
Yeah.
was well spoken from the heart. And I can only visualize you when you were speaking, that how are your expressions, how are your body, how is your body language? And if you would have seen you,
No,
that's
no,
going to...
I don't understand why I couldn't reach the thing. Is there any problem?
From here, we don't find any problem. Here, every other leader is visible. Maybe,
That's
sir,
what,
maybe you can exit and come back so that at the time of awarding ceremony, we can see you, sir.
what time is it, doctor?
It is just after half an hour.
Okay, okay, because I'm flying to Kuala Lumpur afternoon. That's what I'm asking.
Okay. So
It's
no issues,
4:30.
sir.
The flight is at 4:30. I think still got time, no problem.
Okay, so thank you. Thank you very much, sir. I request you to exit and come back. Then I think the things will be better.
Okay, okay.
Yes, our next speaker is Mr. Nara Subramaniam from Malaysia. And I'm not presenting the full introduction because that will be done when the awards will be announced. Mr. Nara Subramaniam is a great leader and he has served as CEO in many companies. Now over to you, Mr. Nara.
Thank you, Dr. Halima. Thank you so much. Good day, everyone. My name is Nara Subramaniam. And one thought which just struck me just now, listening to all of you, I would say your struggle is your story and your story is your superpower. Thank you all for your wonderful and heartfelt sharing just now. I learned many new things and I also look forward to learn more in the next few sessions. And I also thought that leadership and its supporting partner management are two of the most talked about topics in the world. It's true, there are many styles of leadership, like we heard also just now, autocratic, democratic, laissez-faire, etc., etc. Personally, I like transformational, situational, and evolving styles of leadership because we need to continuously face the challenges of today and of the future. To know the way, like just now Dr. Halima was mentioning, we need to continue to learn. This is the only key factor of building our knowledge and perhaps more importantly, our competency, our core competency. As from my own personal experience, I often sit back and look at or think back of the first times of being a leader or a manager. And when I first entered my working world, I can relate to being a manager and then becoming a leader. So this may have been true for many people. Leadership becomes thrust upon us. And then after that, we study, we learn from our mistakes and from others' mistakes to become more competent. I always remember my mother saying to me, put yourself out there, be in the front, be bold, be brave, and take on roles and responsibilities, dare to fail. And she and my father actually helped me to discover myself, my potential and my talent, as well as my strengths and weaknesses. In each of us, the story may be different. You know, we would have each gone through different kinds of stress and pressures. And there is also a different identity from each of us because of this. So we become different types of leaders. There are many leaders, right? There are many good leaders, and there are also many bad leaders. While we cannot be responsible completely to get all the answers, sometimes we need to go through certain challenges and certain changes. Not all of us were fortunate to have someone to study us and advise us on how to become good leaders. My formula was always Mata Pita Guru Devam. And I always think to myself, what did I learn from my mother? She always talked about value integrity above all else. She used to say, declare your values, stick with them. My father talked about discipline, take ownership, be vulnerable, focus on the right things, and continuously upgrade and strengthen your mind. My gurus taught me that transparency is key, treat failure as a passage, and also seek feedback to continuously build on self-awareness. So I guess I've been at all levels of management and leadership for many large organizations, including some of the largest organizations in the world over the last 40 to 50 years. There are numerous things we can all learn from the world of business, both positive and negative. If we want to become wise leaders in our organizations, we have to continuously study the actions of other leaders as well as followers, so that we don't repeat their mistakes, but we can emulate their admirable and effective traits. So what about after us? I always feel that just leading is not good enough. We need to create a succession. We need to create a pipeline of good new leaders. That's where our true leadership will rest. Biggest secrets to success is, for me, it was knowing who I am and knowing where to go. And I always try to understand the ikigai. It is always a continuous rolling stone. And ultimately, we need to recover the unrealized or the unutilized potential in each of us and in each other. So help someone every day. Thank you so much, Dr. Halima. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. And I do hope something that I've shared from my own personal experience, and look forward to learning from all of you. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And that is your humility that I always appreciate. Transformational leadership or servant leadership, that's very close in today's world, very close to the hearts of many of us. And you have really proved it, because when we have interacted with you in all the sessions of leadership, we found you that you are really a great transformational leader. Thank you very much, Mr. Nara, for joining us and giving us such valuable thoughts. Next speaker is, next speaker ran away. Our next speaker is Guy Ban Peng. Guy Ban Peng is founder of Agora Speakers Club, Singapore. And a warm welcome to you, sir. Please go ahead with your leadership styles description and let us know that which type of leadership you practice in your day-to-day life.
What is the biggest tragedy today, Dr. Halima?
Biggest tragedy today is that nobody understands the emotions of people, of others.
Thank you, Dr. Halima. What about you, the rest of you? Leaders must have courage to speak up. The first lesson I learned. Thank you, Dr. Halima. To me, sitting here in Singapore, one of the biggest tragedy is the inability to communicate. Parents, children, and many others spend thousands and thousands of dollars on education. They spend years and years and years on education. They get a high school diploma, they get the degree, they have a master's degree, they get a PhD, but their life didn't change. They are struggling the way I used to struggle 30 years ago, 40 years ago. I am an accountant. I came from Malaysia. I live in Singapore now. I used to wake up and go to work before the sunrise. And I come home at night after all my neighbors have fallen asleep. And yet, I am not making money. I am earning enough just to stay alive. But today, new friends who meet me, they always say, "Oh, Ban Peng, you are so blessed. You are so lucky. You have a good business. You got many people working for you. You have more money than you need. And your wife and your children are happy." It was not like that 30, 40 years ago. So what happened? I learned to communicate. I learned to communicate because had it not been for that, I would continue to spend many, many hours trying to talk to people and say, "Please, sir, give me a chance to talk to you. I am very good. I can do your accounts for you. I can do your income tax for you." I spent even more time trying to present, talk to them about different things, but very difficult. And then even when I get the job, I couldn't communicate well with my staff. And a lot of job doesn't get done properly. And we spend more time correcting the error. And the staff is not happy with me. The client is not happy with me. I am not happy with myself. And my life was truly miserable. But when I can communicate, things change. Today, clients are looking for me to provide them with a service. They do not argue with me that my fee is too high, for example. So that's why I realized the tragedy today is a communication skill. And that's why I started Agora Singapore Speakers to help people, because I have many friends who just cannot get the job they want. They cannot get the promotion they want. They cannot get the salary they want. They cannot get the income they want. They cannot have more friends. They cannot have better friends. They cannot have more meaningful relationship. But when we can communicate, when we would listen, when we would understand, when we can connect the hearts and the minds of our friends, our world will change. That is my idea of leadership, serving the people, helping them understand, giving them opportunity to learn. Let them see that there is hope. Enthuse them, encourage them, motivate them, inspire them, give them energy, and they will make the difference. We are here just to facilitate them. That is my idea of leadership. Thank you, Dr. Halima, for the chance to speak to all of you. Bye.
Wow, thank you very much. And the way I have seen Mr. Ben Peng speaking today, it's really marvelous. I heard you, I think a year ago, and now I have heard you this time. There is like you are speaking magically now. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you, Dr. Halima. Thank you.
And that's what it is said, that if you want to show the way, first of all, you have to go that way. So he has gone through that transformation of public speaking skills, and that's why he is in the position of now creating more leaders who are confident in public speaking. Now the next speaker is Mr. Kamaluddin, who is the Managing Director of Blue Bharat Exim Private Limited. Mr. Kamaluddin, over to you, please.
Okay. Good morning to all. Thank you for the given opportunities. Dr. Halima is yesterday is only calling. Okay, I'm Dr. Kamaluddin. I'm an international entrepreneur, educationalist. I'm an IT professional. I'm the writer, and also I'm the mentor. And the main thing, I'm the doctorate in entrepreneur skill with the academician. I'm not a trainer. I tell you frank, I'm not a trainer. I'm not a consultant. Actually, I mean, it's a big leadership in for my style is entirely different. So to prove my target of my passion, I'm after graduate, I'm searching the job. Nobody given the job. I want to the entrepreneur. Nobody given the help. Then how to process? At the time I could go for my leadership. Nobody given the leadership given for my life. That is my accident of nobody given the leadership. After that, we are entered the Singapore. Actually, we are go to Singapore on 1995. And the government is introducing a GST. So at the time, I'm system analysis. I'm not a commerce student. I go to Singapore. I can check the leadership for the GST model. What is the GST model? Nobody given. And I can refer the somebody. Then I developed the software in 1995 at Singapore. After that, my life and my everything, my character, everything should be changed. So that the leadership style is very important. So I'm not refer anybody. Actually, my style is, my target is college students, number 1. Number 2, job seeker. Number 3, job provider. Number 4, the business update. Somebody, so at present the COVID going on now, the corona is actually, somebody is asking for the update the business. How to update the business? So I'm the leader of this type of forum actually. So main thing, how to smart work, that is a very important. My knowledge, it traveled more than 20+ years. How to use the That is what is the meaning of the inventory management? Nobody given. So as a leadership, actually I can give what is the meaning of inventory management, finance management. So the leader is very important. Actually, I'm the experience only. I'm not a qualified. I'm not a qualified entrepreneur. I'm only for experienced entrepreneur. That's all. Only experience. My qualification only UG. I'm a system analyst. Only I'm system analyst. I'm the develop the software. At present, I can develop the software for the 7-in-1 ERP also. I am only single man only develop the software. Single man. How to maintaining the leader. So the leadership is a very important for the any field. That is a very important. Any field. So my passion to create the more entrepreneur at present. My viewer, I give the one. I'm not. I can speak the one YouTube. More than 9.5 lakhs is the viewer is there at present, and more than 45,000 budding exporters are sharing my knowledge. 45,000 entrepreneurs, 10,000 plus students sharing my knowledge to the leadership, and more than 500 students for again even for the internship also. But everything should be my passion. Leadership. That's all. My passion. I am not compulsory. I am not commitment. So the last July, that means 2019 in Singapore is inviting IAN in Singapore libraries and bookies. Is inviting. I am the chief guest of the IAN Asia. I am also the 19. That means 2019 July. So what is my leadership? To create the more entrepreneur. That is the main information. So my thing is very important. So next, actually, main thing is the environment is very important. Involvement is very important. So next, ethics are maintained. You can maintain the ethics. That is another information. So overcome failure. Everything should be so at present. No business, nothing. How to maintain the expenses per day? Not possible. So I can update daily. Actually, monthly we are creating. I'm the leadership of the per month 30 to 40 numbers, including students also. My passion, I can reach. Inshallah, something is there. That's all. Okay, thank you for the given opportunities. So once again, thank you. So the yesterday only is that Dr. Halima is calling for just over. I think in India time is 8 o'clock. Okay, go ahead, no problem. Just you can send the mail. Then I can give the information. Then I can give the patient. Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank
Good day.
Thank you very much, Kamaluddin ji. Now another dimensions of leadership with passion. And
Yeah,
that passion is quite obvious, yes, in your attitude, in your behavior, in your speech, in everything.
Yeah, my only question is leadership is my passion. That's all. Okay. No theoretical. Actually, my presentation is totally my 20 years travel only. I can share the knowledge. I am not refer anybody. I am not refer. What is my travel? What is the traffic? What is the signal? What is the speed break? Everything is there in the business. Definitely. Life also something is there. Travel also is there. Business also. Traffic, red signal, and something is there. That's all. Some places for the accident zone also is there. Be careful. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Mr. Kamaluddin. And our next speaker is Mr. Fariullah from Singapore. Mr. Fariullah, over to you, please.
Thank you, Dr. Halima, for giving me the great opportunity to share my insight and experience. First of all, I would not say good morning and good afternoon. We are all around the world, so I have to say greeting to everyone and salam to those my friends. Very important is I'm in Singapore now. My profession, I'm working as a investigating officer with Singapore Customs and a polygraph examiner, and also conducting training for those new officers coming into the investigation line. Becoming a leader at the age of 25, I had this opportunity to join an organization called United Indian Muslim Association, formerly run by Haji Mr. M.K. Jabbar, former Member of Parliament of Singapore. So when I joined as a volunteer there, I have given an opportunity to do some of the tasks. So what happened is during the time I was only 25, my most seniors are up to 70, 75 years old. So my leadership style, I have developed myself. Most important is in order to be accepted by all these people to be receptive. So that's where I have started to be receptive. I don't talk much. I listen to all of them. Of course, today I can talk a lot. So with that organization, I have started, and after which I have joined Singapore Customs, and they have appointed me as the treasurer to the Singapore Customs Credit Cooperative. And with that, today I've been so-called in the leadership positions in about 12 organization in Singapore, which includes Singapore Federation of Indian Muslims, the SASCO Senior Citizen Home. The SASCO Senior Citizen Home is runs 7 senior citizens home, which inclusive of dementia center. So for me, in order to be a leader, first I have talked about the receptive. Second thing, to be a charismatic. Definitely people will accept you if you are very humble and all this. In Singapore, just now earlier, I have my Singaporean friend, Mr. Gaya was there. In Singapore, is very unique. We have an 8th wonder of the world, which is racial and religious harmony. Singapore is a small country. We have close to about 5 to 6 million people, but we have various religions and race. So for us, we practice racial and religious harmony. So to me, as a leadership, in general, I have to work with all the secular, that means all the religious and racial, and also I have to serve the community who actually accepted me, that is the Indian Muslim community as well. So in order to serve all this, I need to be very important. I pass my way through 3 fundamental principles, which is differentiation. So when you want to serve people, you have to be differentiated. We cannot be doing the same thing again and again. As I mentioned earlier, I've been with 12 organization, but I have only 24 hours. How am I going to divide everything? So we have to do something differentiation, and we have to do focus. There's a second principle. Whatever I'm doing, focus. I will definitely encourage my team members not to replicate or not to copy what others doing something differentiation and focus. Not but not least, we have to be a cause leadership. I always tell them, don't just do something we can buy over and do something is initiative and do innovative, and we have become a cause leadership. Running so many organizations, so I developed the trust in my members and my co-leaders, plus I delegate them, and plus given them a dedication. I believe in this SWOT analysis, which is strength, weakness, and opportunity and threat. Most important is in the internal environment, we have a strength and weaknesses, so we can use our strength to combat our weaknesses. In the external environment, we have opportunity and threat. In Singapore and in around the world, we have a lot of opportunities. We can grab the opportunity, we can succeed. But my style of believing is, I will not go for the opportunity, I'll go for the threat. I get the threat into opportunity. I have learned a lesson from when about 10 years ago, SARS hit in Singapore. When SARS hit in Singapore, so many businessmen was affected, but there's some businessmen, what they do, they make use of this as opportunity. They have developed something, the thermal scanning and the mask, they have succeeded in this. They always and believe in this. Most important is actually, I believe in the 80-20 principle. Whatever we have 80% and 20%. We take our body important, the vital part like a heart, brain, and all these are 20%. And we take about body and others are 80%. If a person, actually, I'm just saying that if you don't have a finger, no hand can survive, but no heart cannot survive. There's a brain damage, it cannot survive. Same thing goes to any like a phone, any like a human like computer, the RAM chips and the vital part is 20%. So always believe in giving the 20% attention, definitely we can succeed in life, covering the 80%. That's what I'm doing most of the time. Not but not least, having this opportunity to be a leader, and plus I also have to balance my life in my work and my family. So I have to, in order to succeed in this as a leadership, very important is family support. So my wife, my children always there for me to support. I'm not very old, still young. I have 5 children and 2 grandchildren. 4 grandchildren now, 2 additional. Definitely, they all support with me. Whatever I do, they will just communicate with me. They communicate with members as well. That's how I develop my leadership. Once again, thanks Dr. Halima and everyone for giving me the opportunity to convey what I have been doing. At the same time, thanks for listening to my small story. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Fariullah. Thank you very much. And ladies and gentlemen, one question: whether the leaders should smile or should laugh or not? Is it banned for the leaders to smile and laugh?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
That's what I
Not
was
to-
observing. Everybody is so serious here. Nobody is smiling and laughing. So our next speaker is Madam Alka. She is going to make us laugh because she is the happiness coach. Madam Alka, over to you, please. Please teach us how to laugh. You are the co-host. You can unmute and you can speak.
Okay. So thank you so much, Halima ma'am. And I'm really delighted to be here with this august audience, but I really don't know what I'm doing here. Frankly speaking, by listening to all of you great people on this particular platform, I'm really feeling like, you know, I really have no idea what I'm doing here. Halima ma'am, it's my great privilege and I'm honored to be here, but you'll have to explain to me why. I really don't know. So really, let me tell you one thing that after listening to everybody, I was always thinking that my dad is a great leader, you know, because he used to never have any letterhead and he used to lead the entire organization by servant leadership. But just as I was listening to everybody, the thought went to my mom, you know, I think women, you know, we are already born leaders. You know why? I remember the morning scene in my house. It used to be like we were 4 children in the house and she was in the kitchen, and before I got up, I could hear the sound of a bangle in the kitchen. And from there, I realized that she's actually working in the kitchen. Already she's there in the kitchen. And the way she managed the whole household, people coming, people going, and giving food to my grandfather, and then to my father, and then to us kids, and preparing our tiffin boxes, sending us away. And in between, I used to shout from my bedroom, "Mom, where is my book? Where is my this? Where is my that? Why did you clean my table?" And she used to come running like a marathon, you know, she used to come to my room and she used to tell me what it is, where it is kept. And I thought, you know, like all of us women, the way we are managing our lives, our house, our men in our family, our sons, you know, it is amazing. Our grandchildren. I'm recently blessed with a small baby in my house who is just 2 months old. And by looking at him, I feel that what are our needs? Our needs are nothing. Our needs are just love and affection. So ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say only one thing. Empathy is my core value. And if we have that love in our hearts for our businesses, for the people who are working in our lives, they could be our house help, they could be as an entrepreneur, the staff who is working in our lives. And if we can connect with these people, if we show our gratitude to them, friends, during the pandemic, I know I have lost a lot of my people. I've lost my staff, and the people who are there with me are just very, very few. And I realized one thing, the importance of these people. And when I show my gratitude to these people, they blossom into better workers. They show their love for me. And today I'm seeing that the Dalai Lama has told that we don't need any more successful people in this world. What he says is we need kindness, and we need love and affection, and we need altruism in this world. So I just want to end today with a very short note that we can just show our love and affection to the people in our lives, maybe at home, maybe in our personal life, maybe in our professional lives, in our businesses, in our entrepreneurships, and we can be the best leaders in the world. Thank you so much, Halima ma'am.
Wow, Alka ma'am, thank you very much. Thank you. And you know, this small baby's example is so apt because I have also experienced the same. When you spend time with the small babies, small children, small kids, you forget everything. And then you are into an entire different world. So I request each one of you, those who are not getting the opportunity, at least visit any nursery school in the neighborhood. Visit any primary school and then you will find the difference there. So ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is Engineer Tariq Azam. Sir, over to you, please.
Good morning,
The
everyone.
most experienced leader here among us, Janab Tariq Azam Sahab.
Thank you, Halima Sadia, and a very good morning to everyone. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Tariq Azam Sahab.
Yes, I have unmuted myself. Are you able to hear?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, thank you, Halima. And a very good morning to everyone, and a very happy Ramadan to those who are fasting. I think the last lady has summed it up. There's not much to be said more than that. She has done it very well. Basically, a leader can be born, can be nurtured, can be a combination of both. But they got to have that basic nature in him. If a leader doesn't have empathy, doesn't have passion for anything, then you really can't nurture him into a leader. So those are genetic or basic ingredients in a human being who can make him a distinguished leader. Sometimes leaders are created by the circumstances. The circumstances throw them into a turmoil, and they come out as a great leaders. For example, Mahatma Gandhi. He was a leader created by the circumstances in South Africa in the early 20th century. My style is basically very simple. You got to have empathy. You got to have passion. You got to need to define where you want to apply your leadership skill. You cannot be all over the place. I have decided that I will, after my working for money, after my employment, I retired in 2011. Before that, I had planned this already to work for basic education in India, where I came from. Because I realized that very few students were coming. I was lucky enough to compete and succeed in IIT. I'm a graduate of IIT Madras, 1974. I went overseas for masters. And I realized that the very few students in my area are coming, are able to compete for institutes of excellence, what we call, like, for example, IITs in India, or IAMs, or medical, or defense academy, or very few from the Eastern UP. And I started thinking, why? What is the reason? I found that our basic education is broken, really at the bottom. The pipeline is broken at the bottom, so there is no way the water can flow to the top. So I am trying to fix that in my small way, in a small area of India, where I have created a residential school up to 10+2, which is a upper secondary school, and preparing them to compete for competitive exams, not just nationally, but internationally. Even for later on, we have dreams for going for Singapore University, University of Malaya, Middle Eastern universities, American and European universities, not just Indians. So this is a dream which I'm living. The second thing is you must have passion, Phil. I mean, not to show off, but my style here is the last 2 months I've been here in India. Early morning, 5 o'clock, I will get up after prayers. I'll go to the school, or sometimes I pray with the resident boys. I have a half an hour with them, just pep talk, moral guidance, encouragement, listen to their issues and problems. And then I go into that, look at the administration. Sometimes I'm passionate enough, I have a good mood. I go take mathematics class or physics class, which is my passion again. And I work till I'm 72 years old, but I really don't feel lack of energy at all. I work till 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the night. So if you have the passion, and you will have the energy. If you do not have passion, you will not have the energy to do the job. Second and very important part of my leadership quality or leadership style is that I do it by example. I don't tell others to do what I cannot do myself. So leadership by example is very, very important, because that is what is effective. People don't listen what you say. People watch what you do. And especially young generation students, they will watch what you do. If you, I go and sometime and take them together and wash the bathroom, wash the toilets. Next time I tell them to work, keep the toilet clean, they have no qualms about it. They will do it. So as example, I mean, leadership by example is very important. And then, as I mentioned, is a passion. Second is empathy. Empathy is a very huge human quality. You cannot make changes in society or people unless you have empathy. And empathy, I don't know how many people understand the meaning of empathy really, is to putting yourself in the shoes of another person and feeling what is going through, and then see what you can do for him. That is the definition of empathy. So I think I don't need to really talk a lot. This is my style. This is what I've been doing last 15, 20 years. And this is what I was doing actually when I was doing a job, when I was working for a multinational company and I retired as a CEO. Even there, this is what I was doing. I was communicating with the people. I understood their problems and gave them the solutions, and they respected me. They respected me a lot. That even today they communicate with me. They ask my advice.
I think Mr. Engineer Tariq Azam has completed his talk, and there is some network issue also. So let us move to the next speaker. And our next speaker is Dr. Mahesh Abhyankar. Dr. Mahesh Abhyankar, over to you, please.
So I think I'm going to share the leadership learnings, I have learned over a period of time. Now, when the leadership starts, basically, when the principles of leadership, I think Abhimanyu has learned that fighting skill in the womb. So there is a genetic component in the leadership, but I think the important component is environmental component. When we are in the schools or colleges, the small opportunities come in front of us. We have been made a monitor or a school sports team lead, or might be some drama competition. So whenever we get an opportunity during school or college or being a hostel secretary, it is very important is that what are the goals of that particular program? How you plan that particular program? How do you micro planning? Then what are the resources available for the success of that particular cultural program? And ultimately getting through that program and then reviewing that program. So during the school and college, when we get opportunity, every student has to take that opportunity to be a leader. So this is actually called as a situational leadership. It's very important is that even in our own home, let us say some guests are going to come or some birthday celebration is there, how the kid or the young people take the opportunity to lead that particular program. That's a leadership I learned throughout my career. That is very important because leaders are not born, they are made or they are groomed or they are created. And when I completed my medical graduation, I led a lot of hostel secretary or CS as well as the college drama competition. But once I come into profession in the intensive care unit, when the patient of heart failure comes, it is very important the team, leading the team of couple of nurses, which are there, anesthetists and the ward boys, the technicians, which are very important, but ventilator support, managing people. So all this put together, bringing to the success that this heart failure patient or heart attack patient come to a normalization as early as possible. So leading a team in this particular scenario is very, very critical because here the stake of the life of the patient is at par. Then in my career of corporate, it is very important. I started as a manager and then came down to a currently director position. And while attending some strategic leadership workshop, you also might be knowing there is something called as managerial grid. So the managerial grid has got two axes, X and Y axis, and one axis it is for results, 0 to 9. And the another axis is for people management, 0 to 9. And the ideal leadership is called as 9-9. So like 9-1 means it is a task leadership where the person is going to bring results nicely, but at the stake of the people, not caring for the people. There is another category called as 1-9, where the people-centric manager, but not able to bring the results. There's a 5-5, which is like in between. And the most important leadership, what I've learned is 9-9. So whenever you have been given put into some leadership position, it is very important is that what are the objectives of the business or what are the objectives of yourself, that has to be there. So you have to score 9 there. But apart from that, you have to do through the people, which is very, very important. So in this particular characteristic, it is very important that every leader has to go towards that 9-9 position to make the best out of it. So what kind of initiative you are going to do? Today, there are 3 I's. One is initiatives. The another important element is innovation, which is very important in every action. And the third important thing is inspiration, because you yourself has to be inspired and you have to inspire the hundreds of people working with you. So in a corporate success, it is very essential is that the 9-1 people are successful because they bring the business, but the ideal people are 9-9 people. So that is a very important point. Now going to the next step, I am a leader in social sector also. Now in Mumbai, I have got 150 Grantha Tumcha Dari, that is a mini library centers, reading the culture of reading among the people. And there are 150 volunteers. Now in the corporate sector, it is very important that people are working for you and they are taking a salary. But when it comes to social sector, it's very, very essential is that the people are working for their passion. So here it's a role of a leader is basically bringing dedication and devotion to the service and motivating the people, right? Currently, whatever vaccines the people bring, one of the best vaccine Nobel Prize can be awarded is like a motivation vaccine. And the people have to be motivated to work. And there is a self-motivation, like a depot preparation. You have to take a shot in on Sunday and next 8 days you are motivated. So it's very important is that creating such an environment in the social, in the leadership is another very critical factor. So according to me, the couple of points which are very important is that the leader should create leaders. A good leader should get more good leaders so that they can lead the society in a big way. And in terms of work ethics, one of the principles is that normally in normal work, people take 100 rupees and they work for 100. There are some people who take 100 rupees and they work for 90 and enjoy. But there are very few people who actually take salary of 100 rupees and they work 105. And that 5% extra which is going to be put is going to be very, very critical in the long run, because this is a theory of accumulation. If you go on giving more and more to society, more and more to business, at some stage you will get it back. So this is a theory of accumulation, and this is called the fortune time in everybody's career. So my last point is motivate people, create new leaders. Jyota se jyota jalate chalo, pyara ki ganga bahate chalo. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I like your idea of taking 100 rupees and doing the work for 105. It's really very rare, but if you are doing, then it means you are a leader in true sense. Because leaders never calculate their work with the money or with the salary or with the honorarium, whatever they are getting. Leaders believe in doing and giving the services to all. Now, our next speaker is a very, very senior civil servant, Dr. Khaja Muhammad Shahid Sahab. Khaja Muhammad Shahid Sahab, over to you, please.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So thank you, Dr. Halima Sadia, for giving me this opportunity. I won't take much time. I think all my previous speakers have spoken on very, very absolutely correct points, requirement for a leader or leadership. From my personal experience, I will just mention 1 or 2 or 3 points, which I think are very, very essential for a good leader or leadership. And that's all my submission to the audience here or to the listeners here. One point which I have learned from my personal experience is that you have to lead by a better performance. Those you want to lead, they always look towards leader for a better performance, to learn from the leader. A leader cannot underperform as compared to his team or his subordinate or his colleague. I can give you an example of Virat Kohli. Virat Kohli, the captain of Indian team, As long as he performed better than his teammates, he could lead comfortably, he could lead with confidence, it could lead for success, it could lead for victory. So you have to perform with much better skills, much better knowledge, much better performance, much better output. A leader must equip himself or herself as compared to those we want to lead with in such a position that it can give them a guidance, and the guidance should be leading to for better performance. There's a point number one, which I have learned all over my career, that you should not underperform as compared to your colleagues or your team or your, if I'm allowed to use the word, others you want to lead. The second point which I want to say here is that you have to identify yourself with your team. The word which is commonly used in the management is management by objective, meaning thereby the objective of the leader, objective of those who you want to lead, or those who are your colleagues, all of them should have same objective. It should be for working for certain objectives, for means. For example, the objective may be to provide education or social service or anything else. All of them should be committed to same objective. Then they will subsume their individual choices, individual preferences, individual like and dislike to a larger goal of the objective of the team or the organization. We have been hearing the story of the construction of a church. Right from last 40-50 years, I have been hearing a story that when a father came out and he saw people working, somebody said, "I'm constructing, I'm bringing bricks, I'm saying I'm earning my livelihood," and one person said, "I'm building a church," meaning there I was working for the objective which is common to all of us. So this is very important to inculcate this common objective mentality or thinking among your team. Then it will be, you can delegate powers, you can give up most of your centralization and give it to your team, and you will be leading, giving them freedom to take actions and take decisions. Once they are all committed to common objective, and then they are committed to the better leadership from you, and you look forward for better leadership. Third thing, which is my final concluding point, is that you have to provide a team. You have to provide a team which is, in the words of APJ Abdul Kalam, which is fearless, which can take decisions, which are ready to make mistakes, which are ready to learn by mistake. I have been reading and I have been experiencing that all the success stories are those stories where leaders have committed mistake, or team has committed mistake, and leader has owned that mistake. I was just quoting the example of APJ Abdul Kalam, which he has narrated many times. When his missile project failed, his boss owned the mistake, he owned the failure of the entire team. And when the success came, he passed on the success to his team. I have learned, I have read some long back, the leaders are those who say that if you don't want to earn something like that, you want to earn all the glory, if you don't want to take away all the glory, you can achieve a lot more from your team. The point thereby is that if there are certain success stories, give credit to your team. Don't just hog all the success to yourself. There are many leaders who hog the success of the subordinate and attribute to themselves. It's wrong. You have to attribute a team. This is how you can build a team, and team building is very essential for a team leader. If you can't build a team, you cannot be a good leader. And with this team building, the next point is very important. All of us mind, we can build up a succession plan also. And a succession plan for a successful leader is very important. Very important. You should not think I'm indispensable. Nobody is indispensable. You should always prepare a successor. And the succession plan should be smooth. It should be, we have examples of Tata, and examples of other groups where there have been very smooth succession, and there is no harm and no loss of productivity or outcome or output. So some of these points I want to share with all of you. A lot more can be said, but I think there is a limit of time. I will conclude myself here and wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for narrating the practical examples from the lives of great people, and their leadership examples are really worth following, worth observing, and worth initiating in our own lives. Thank you very much. Our next speaker is Mr. Rajesh. And with a humble request of being brief, I request Mr. Rajesh to kindly go ahead. Mr. Rajesh, over to you. Please let us know about your leadership style.
Good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, you are very much audible.
Okay, thank you. I don't know what is my leadership style. I leave on other people to judge on that. But I found myself the most easygoing. When the mountain come, we climb. We had done a lot of work in Singapore as well as in India. Organize some of the big events and businesses. But I found things fall in place and people recognize and appreciate you when they, engage with each other. For me, if you ask me in 3 words, leadership is action, action, action. So I'm not a very good speaker, or if you ask me to talk on a platform, but if you tell me, okay, this is the some task or some big thing we have to organize or we have to do, then you can see, and that is what I believe. In Singapore, we use a word called OJT, on-job training. So I no need to start with a very big bang. You are leader, slowly and gradually, it become a good team and it become like a family. Then people know that who is leading and what is his working style and all that. That is what I believe. I have some friends from Singapore. Mr. Pan Peng is there. Rihana ji is there, and Dr. Ram, Mr. Fariullah. We all are working together. We know each other. So the idea what I am sharing, when the things come, you just do that with your 100%. That is the leadership for me. If you really want to make out something, yes, definitely the planning and other factors are there. But if you really want to make out, sometimes things not fall in place. But if you go with the flow, I tell you everything. In one of the movie, Shah Rukh Khan says, "Puri kainat sajish karti hai usko pura karne ke liye." So this is what the universe also come to help you and all that. This is what I believe. And more simplicity, like the one question you ask, Dr. Sadia, that smile and laugh is, if you're not enjoying, the whole process, then there is no point. Ultimately, our aim of our life is happiness and more happiness. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You are the leader by action. Action speaks louder than words, Mr. Rajesh. And really today you have made lots of your fans, including me as well. Few words and lots of actions. That's what you have taught us in your talk this morning. Thank you very much. Our next speaker is an educationist and educationist with passion. I would request Dr. Shahid Siddiqui Sahab to kindly share his thoughts with the request of being brief, keeping the time constraint in mind. Mr. Shahid.
Thank you so much. I'll just not use the video right now, just shared in the beginning, but because of the network issue. But anyway, thank you so much, everyone, and especially all the eminent speakers, those who has given the insights. And at last, when you are at the last to speak, it's really very difficult to see that what is left to speak. So it's not easy to to take up, because everything is almost covered. But one I can thank Madam Gausia, Tariq Azam Saab, Mr. Beng Teng. These are the people that really impressed me with the idea that without fanfare, how you can change yourself and create more leaders. It is really remarkable to understand, and that is the way that we have to walk. And one more thing that I would like to highlight about that we should always remove the I from when we speak. That is the thing that I did, I do. These are the things that we know. It doesn't help the new generation or the learners or the those who are following or followers. It doesn't give that kind of confidence. So I believe personally, it may be like personal opinion, but I feel that we should always talk in a sense that us, we, and ours. So these are the things that which can combine all thoughts, all people together. Secondly, that we have been highlighting lots of problems. Yes, there are problems, but what is the solution? Are we really working on the solutions? Are we really, because at the age when we talk about the leadership at the last minute or leadership at the, when you are after school, that is not very sustainable or not going forward. So we have to work to develop the scientific leadership from the school level only. And that Dr. Halima, that you have taken the leadership and educating and engaging schools and other the children. That is the way that we have to inculcate that mindset that they are the job creators. They can become the job creators, not to be dependent on the government's opportunity or any other opportunity to be waiting in line for getting that opportunity. So this is all about that. I feel and I'm personally, I'll just brief about my journey, because I was in the medical college when I was selected, because my father, my parents wanted to make me a doctor, but I was not interested in that much. But I completed that exam and did the class for 1 month. Then I left because I was searching in myself that what it suits me, what I like the most. So actually, I wanted to film as a creative person. When I went to in the film line, when I was assisting several other directors in Bombay, Bollywood and all, I realized that no, I have to study more to educate and transfer my knowledge set to other people. So I came back to Delhi and I was working in the news industry, in the media field only with CNN, IBN for almost 8 years while I was doing my PhD in Jamia. So that was the journey that I understood whole 360 perspective, that what is required, what is happening, how the government works. So that gave me an idea that yes, there are lots of gaps where every individual has to work. It is not the responsibility of just for the government or anybody. So everybody, individual, in whatever capacity they can do, that is their responsibility. Even that can start from their home. It can be started from their society, in the neighborhood. So that is what that we have to understand in a very micro level. So that is without taking much time, because there are other speakers as well.
Very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Shahid Sahab. Your personal journey is really inspiring for all of us. How you have taken 360-degree shift in your career and in your personal and in your passion. Thank you very much. God bless you. Now our second last speaker is Colonel Soshobit, and then after that Rihanna ma'am, and then we will move to the most exciting event when we are going to appreciate all the leaders here, those who are going to bring more changes, more transformation in their leadership role. So over to you, Mr. Shobit.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Good morning, good evening. And of course, I remember that word, greetings of the day. Yeah. So first and foremost, thanks to Dr. Halima Saadia. I have really gone through this entire journey with all the people here. And I'm really impressed on the way Dr. Halima has chosen this collection of people and leaders here. They are surely enough, very, very experienced, and they had a lot to share. And so much to say that, not much has been left for me to, carry on. Even if we are able to capture what all we've heard till now, that's also great. And I only will be adding 2 or 3 lines because I want to remain short now at this juncture. I also know that we have some budding people who are the budding leaders today amongst us. And I want to say something to them that, that life will never be smooth for you. Life will never be smooth for you. And all the people whom you have heard today are able to relate to those tough experiences of life or to their present stature only because they have gone through the rough times. So just be ready for all the ups and downs. But one thing very, very important here would be that with leadership skills, what happens is that it eases your path. So if you have that zeal in you, the path will become easy for you. And there are three things which can help you in going over your journey in a smooth manner. Firstly, it is a zeal. Secondly, it is a focus. And thirdly, the last one is rather the good guide, the presence of a good guide or somebody who can help you focus. And believe me, the life will become smoother. Rest, I would suggest that you all preserve what you have tried to, you've heard over the other people today. And I am also, going to catch a lot of these thoughts. I've noted some points. So good wishes and thanks for Dr. Halima for having selected me as well. Yeah, sorry, I missed saying one line. After my defense, this thing where I was serving my nation, I am nowadays also associated in some organization which is involved into saving lives. So we are into safety trainings all over Pan India, and good corporates are there with us who are, the purpose is to avoid accidents and reduce all those things which are hurting a human life. So that is the main purpose of this organization. And we are present Pan India doing this thing. So I am also helping in saving lives these days. So that is my journey ahead and my mission ahead. And thank you once again, Dr. Halima, for having me on board.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Shobhit-ji. Thank you very much, Shobhit-ji. It was very inspiring to listen to you, and it's always an honor for us to listen. Ladies and gentlemen, let me confess my mistake. My apology to Mr. Sharif, that he is an educationist, a person who is always passionate about the learnings of the children. How can I forget him? Mr. Muhammad Sharif is our next speaker who is going to share his own journey with us. Mr. Muhammad Sharif has joined us from Singapore. So over to you, Mr. Muhammad Sharif.
Greetings, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Halima, for this opportunity to speak with fellow honorable leaders. I know many of the speakers who have spoken are very familiar, especially Dr. Ram is the one always bring me to this kind of events, and Mr. Nara and Dr. Kamaluddin, Mr. Farihullah, I have worked with him and all that. So I just started coming to the point since we are, short of time. Being an educator, this is the motto that I always, every day, I keep reminding myself. And then as a leader also it works. You see, people under my charge, I am answerable to God, not to any human being, not anyone else. I am answerable to God, the people who are under my custody. So it keeps me to keep going, working, with passion, motivation, happiness, and all that. And also always, every student matters is for educators. So every staff matters, or every human being matters is for leaders. Now, service leadership is the very good model that I believe. I always work and always forefront. And I'm blessed for more than 20 years, I am leading a few departments, I believe it's a calling. It's not by chance, God has provided me an opportunity. I don't know, some people will get it. Some, by chance, immediately after the second year, I started leading them. And after that, few departments, and then 20, 25 hours, years. Then sometime I feel, oh, should we change? Is it not enough? Is it bothering too much? Should we change the direction of working and all that? Then again, it keeps me going, the empathy. Put yourself is under other person's shoes and all that. So always, not failure, the low aim is crime. And it is better to light a candle rather than curse the darkness, and everybody matters. So I always tell myself it's good that keep going, keep going. And I even tell myself I am being paid for what I'm enjoying it. You know, speaking, talking, you know, lecturing, all these things is our cup of tea. And on the sport that I am managing, I'm very good at, I'm playing, you know, I can be there. It's a long time sport, about 3-4 hours under hot sun and all that. People come 20 over years. I have seen many teachers come and go back, come and go. I stayed because I like it. I like it, so I do it. I think always I am being paid for that, what I am enjoying. I don't think it's as a work. And 3 things I would like to highlight to you guys, all, everyone. Attitude of fortitude, gratitude, and solitude. These 3 are important. The fortitude is stay strong, meaning people in our school, we always highlight start strong, stay steady, end well. Then the gratitude, no? Start the day with a grateful heart. Always thank God for whatever the blessed things that you are given to, whatever the blessings that He has showered upon you. So that's the thing that motivates you. The third thing is a solitude, quiet time at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, to reflect what you have done on a particular day and make the improvement. This will really help a lot. So ladies and gentlemen, fellow leaders, it's a great opportunity to be with you and hearing from a lot of senior and expertise people. May God bless you all. Let's all keep going. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Sharif. It was spoken from the heart that has reached to the hearts of all of us. Thank you very much. And now the lady who is passionate about transforming the life of others, who is passionate about changing the mindset, the lady who has 7 steps to transform the life or to coach the people or to coach the uncoachable people. Over to you, Rehan Abdullah. And I hope that you are going to bring the same magic of your speech here in the forum.
The conductor was conducting the orchestra. He was conducting it so beautifully, so gracefully. But he could hear some mistakes happening in his choir. While they were playing, he did not disturb them. But after they stopped, he just said one comment. Everyone was expecting that he would be furious, angry, or he would scold them for not being on par. All he said to them was, "You are playing so wonderfully, but you are playing like a mother playing to her child. What I want you to do is play like lovers, play like you have passion and you have a mission to share with this world." And after that, all the people in the orchestra played so beautifully and they did not make a single mistake. Leadership is like an orchestra where you conduct different people with different instruments, all playing together and bringing the beauty, the music, the passion out to the world to share it with everyone. Orchestra is not just about playing together or being on the same page of the sheet of music or not to make any mistakes. It is about complementing each other and working together to create beautiful music for everyone to enjoy. And that is what I believe leadership is about. Complement and be adding value. As a leader, adding value to each and every one of his team members or to his colleagues. He doesn't have to impose, but grow, empower, and enrich. And that is all from me. I'm Rehana Abdullah, and I want to be service to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rehana Abdullah. It was really a marvelous speech. And thank you very much for making us realize our role as a leader. Yes, we are the motivators, we are the inspirers, and we cannot afford to discourage anyone who is associated with us. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of today's session. The last but not the least, the performance that I have to accomplish is to announce the awards and present with due respect and regards to all the leaders present here. So let me begin the honor. I request you, I know that you are full of gratitude. You have already shared your gratitude here. I request you that if you want to share the words of gratitude, do it after the presentation. Thank you very much, everyone. Congratulations, Mr. Mahendran Priyaswamy. And he is the Energile, the founder of the transformation coach of Energile LSC, Washington, DC. And he is from USA, United States of America. He is inspiring the individuals, teams, executives, entrepreneurs, organizations. He wears various hats, sometimes as coach, sometimes as mentor, as author of multiple international books. He is a mental health expert, NLP practitioner, keynote speaker, philanthropist, enterprise. He is certified coach in various areas of life as a life coach, marathon coach, agile coach, licensed finance services coach. He is helping families and corporations and individuals. He is an outstanding speaker and anchor in international radio stations and TV channels. Congratulations to you, Mahendran ji. Next, we have Dr. B. Ramanathan, who is the founder and managing director of ACE International, Singapore. He has more than 23 years of experience in research and development, learning and development, business and development sectors. He is a member of many organizations. He is the director, business development of Expansion Global, Commercial Connect. He is the director of business administration, TriSafe Consultant Singapore. He is one of the board of advisor, Kibos International Health Foundation. He is in the board of advisor, Indian Forum of Education. He is board of advisor, Surandai Students Science Park. And the list is so long. He is a life membership in Abul Kalam Vision Society, life membership in a co-founder co-founder of the organization for the professional and entrepreneurs network, Open Singapore. He is the recipient of many awards as well, Innovative Grew Awards awarded by Edufam International, Certificate of Recognition awarded for outstanding value creation in transforming lives. Thank you very much, Dr. Ram, for your marvelous services. Edufam International is awarding you this certificate. That is small, humble attempt to recognize and acknowledge your efforts.
Thank you so much, Dr. Halima and other leaders. It's wonderful for having me here today.
You are welcome. Next, we have Khaja Muhammad Shahid Sahab. Khaja Muhammad Shahid Sahab is an Indian civil servant, and he has served as administrator. He has served as the Vice Chancellor of Maulana Azad National Urdu University, and he was the registrar at Jamia Millia Islamia University. He has also served as University Grant Commission, and he has served as Joint Secretary to Government of India in the Central Secretariat Service Officer. Thank you very much, Khaja Muhammad Shahid Sahab, for being here and for accepting this award. We are grateful. Next, we have Rehana Abdullah. Rehana Abdullah is a revolutionary mindset intervention coach who guides people in breaking free them from negative physical, mental, and emotional challenges by creating positive breakthroughs for success. And she has customized 7 steps transformation formula to bring lasting shifts in her clients, which are practical, easy, and effective. Congratulations to Rihanna Abdullah. Edufam is delighted to present this award to Rihanna. Next, we have an eminent professional educationist, Dr. Muhammad Shahid Siddiqui Sahab. He is a promising media and development professional with great skills and knowledge of the digital media and social development sector. He rise to prominence in such a short span that can attribute to his dedication and leadership quality. He is an educationist, an advisor, and he has been honored to be the member of the advisory committee of Delhi State Monetary Commission, Government of NCT Delhi since 2019. Edufam is delighted to present this award to Dr. Muhammad Shahid Siddiqui Sahab. Next, we have Hari Krishnan Muthuswamy ji, who is the founder and managing director of International Business Management Consultancy, International Employment Agency, who is the president of Tamil Language and Cultural Society, president of Global Organization People of India, Indian origin. He is the advisor to several non-profit social and arts organizations. He is the executive member of Tamil Language Learning Promotion Committee, Ministry of Education. He is the distinguished Toastmaster, and there are much more in his credit. Thank you very much, Mr. Hari Krishnan ji, for accepting this honor. Edufam is delighted to present this award to Mr. Hari Krishnan Muthuswamy ji. Next, we have Mr. Muhammad Sharif, who is the Deputy Dean, Mother Tongue Department, Coordinator, IBDP, Hindi Language, Teacher in Charge, Cricket and CCA. Muhammad Sharif is the Deputy Dean of the Mother Tongue Department, Malay and Tamil Languages in Anglo-Chinese School, Independent School. He has been teaching IBDP Tamil B, second language since 2006. Mr. Sharif has the experience in developing course materials for the IBDP curriculum, as ACS Independent is the first school in the world to introduce Tamil B as a second language. Mr. Sharif is a mother tongue teacher, and he has been teaching Tamil and higher Tamil languages since 1996. He is the executive member of many organizations, and he is the recipient of many awards. Like he was awarded with the Best Teacher Award in 2007 and Caring Teacher Award in 2016. And again, the Best Teacher Award in 2016. Thank you very much, Mr. Sharif, for accepting this award. Each and every bit of this award you deserve, and Edufam International is delighted to present this award to you. Next, we have Guy Van Peng. I know that he is a great person who believes in the developing communication skills, and he is developing the skills for thousands of students, teachers, adults, and professionals. And Edufam International is delighted to present this award to Mr. Van Peng. We have Dr. Ambrose Samuel, who couldn't make it this morning because he is busy. He is a practitioner doctor, and that's why he couldn't make it, because he has his patients. And he is the founder of Kibos International Health Foundation. This foundation is working in the field of health education, doing lots of services to the underprivileged people in Kenya, in France, and in Canada, and other places in of the world. Next, we have Mr. Kamaluddin, Dr. K.S. Kamaluddin, Managing Director, Blue Bharat Exim Private Limited, International Trade Entrepreneur, Educationist. He has received awards like Doctors of Letters for Mastery in Entrepreneurship Skills and Academic Excellence, honored by International Tamil University, USA. Bharat Sevak Award, honored by the Planning Commission, Government of India. He is recognized as one-star export house, SYPA Entrepreneur Award 2019 for LKS Gold Heavens TNERC Business Honorary Position. And he is the member of many organizations, many social and welfare organizations, and he has undertaken lots of projects. And to cut short, I must congratulate Mr. K.S. Kamaluddin for being and helping the people, not only in this own field, but in all other fields. I can say that he is the master of everything. And Edufam International feels pride and privilege to present this award to Dr. K.S. Kamaluddin. Next, we have Mr. Nara Subramaniam, who has in his credit for having been the highest levels of management with some of the largest companies in the world, having served them for more than 40 years. He is presently the founder and CEO of his business and financial advisory firm called Resolve Asia. In the course of his employment and consultancy, he has managed and directed various functions in numerous multinationals. We are proud of you, Mr. Nara Subramaniam, and Edufam International feels delighted to present this award to Mr. Nara Subramaniam.
Thank you,
Next,
Dr.
we have Dr. Anisam, who could not speak this morning because because of his prior engagements. He is a grassroots worker, we can say. He is the director of Education Paradigm Pioneers Group, Gulf and India. And why Edufam has chosen him for this award? Because he has started a school for the under children in his own hometown, in his own village, that is called Asara. And that is really a great accomplishment on his behalf. And due to different challenges in the village area, he is ready to face all the challenges, and he travels across the countries and he promotes the education for the underprivileged people. So thank you, Dr. Anis Ahmad, for accepting this award. We are honored with your presence. Next, we have Mr. MC Pichai. Mr. MC Pichai is a world-class personality and has a global outlook and is not afraid to voice his opinion. He considers the consequences of his action carefully and he states his stand clearly, even though he is in danger of offending those who don't see things from his perspective. So we have such a courageous person among us, like Dr. MC Pichai, and Edufam International feels pride in presenting this award to Dr. MC Pichai ji. Next, we have Mr. Fariullah. Mr. Fariullah has already stated about himself that he is the one who has started the leadership role at the young age of 25. And when there were people double of his age in the same organization, but he was given the leadership role because of his leadership skills. He has done his MBA from University of Leicester, and he is a renowned community leader in Singapore. And he is the president of UIMA. And he has taken this organization to the greater height during his tenure of 20 years, and still he is working for this organization. This is the only Indian Muslim association with charity status. They have 3 child care centers. And Mr. Fariullah, thank you very much. The community is proud of you, and Edufam International feels pride in presenting this award to you. Thank you very much. God bless you. Mr. Rajesh has already spoken very less here in this forum because he believes that action speaks louder than words. He is a grassroots leader, active volunteer. He is actively engaged in trading business. He acquired his education from Punjab University, done his graduation and post-graduation, and he is a member of IRCC, Interracial and Religious Confidence Circle, since last 11 years. We are proud of you, Mr. Rajesh Kumar, and Edufam International presents this award, Outstanding Leadership Award, to you, and we feel privileged in presenting this award to you. Next, we have Wasia Sultana Sahiba. Wasia Sultana Sahiba belongs to Hyderabad, but she is settled in Washington, USA, and she is working for many organizations to preserve the heritage and culture. And she is the CEO of Anjumane Ilmo Adab and South Asian Cultural Society of Chicago. Thank you, Wasia ma'am, for accepting this award. May God bless you. Dr. Alka Chadda is an author, a doctor, a speaker, a yoga and meditation guru. She is the founder of Happiness School, through which she has started her happiness revolution. And as we all have heard Alka ma'am speaking and encouraging us to always be happy, to be cheerful, and to have the feeling of gratitude. She believes that the people around her should always be joyful. That is her mission of life, to make the people happy and joyful. Thank you very much, Alka ma'am, for accepting this award. May God bless you. Next, we have Tariq Azam Sahab. Tariq Azam Sahab is an engineer by profession. He was born in Azamgarh, Uttar Pradesh, and he has done his engineering from IIT Madras. Then after being associated with some of the companies in India, he shifted to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, and there he has done lots of prestigious projects, including the Twin Tower. And then he realized that his motherland needs his help. He has started a school for the underprivileged children. He's in his hometown, Azamgarh, and he is very passionately observing and very passionately directing that school, and that school is considered to be the best school in the locality. And we are proud of him. He is still working, although he has so many years of experience. He is the most respectable person of the society, and Edufam International feels pride in presenting this award to Engineer Tariq Azam Sahab. Next, we have Sushobhit Kamraji, who is an experienced senior army officer with a demonstrated history of working as a technocrat with management and teamwork handling skills. He is a qualified independent director with finance management skills, a strong professional experience in HR management and interpersonal skills. Thank you very much, Sushobhit ji, for accepting this award. We are proud of you. Next, we have Mr. Mahesh Abhyankar ji, who is a medical expert, a strategic consultant, popular author of Emozeal, and a social entrepreneur. His pharmaceutical career is shaped from manager to director, and his motto is to create leaders who will contribute towards building society. Thank you very much, Mahesh Abhyankar ji, for being with us and accepting this award. We are grateful to all of you present here. And now I request you all to kindly give a big round of applause to all your fellow beings here. Thank you very much. And that's all from me. I can see Anis sir is here. Dr. Anis sir, would you like to speak a few words?
Thank you, Dr. Halima. Actually, it was a working day here. That's why I joined a little late. And I would say only one thing, that it's a good opportunity that you have given to all of us, and recognizing whatever work, whatever little we can contribute or we have been contributing to the society. I don't know whether I'm a leader or I am led by, but I know only one thing I'm very sure about, that I'm a worker at the grassroots level, and I'm very good at that. I'm trying to, God has blessed us with so many things. So we are trying to give back to the society whatever we can do. And if we keep on doing the work, what we are supposed to do, I think that is the work of the real leader. That is what I define the leadership as. That's all what I wanted to say, that I'm just a grassroots worker, and I work and I work and I work. That's all. And thank you, Dr. Halima, for organizing such a wonderful, event and meeting, and gathering all world leaders who have been working at different places in different parts of the world. We are all here together, and I thank each and everyone for their insight about the leadership. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rani Ahmad Sahab.